Hi everyone, welcome back to Christopher's Models and Dioramas. On the subject of bases, recently I brought up how to save money on them. One of the best ways I know is to find scrap wood, sometimes like this. On my way to see my grandkids, and I was walking by this place, these fellows had just cut down a tree. Well, I seen this. So I've knocked all the bark off of it. This is for an upcoming project. Knocked all the bark off of it using the simplest and best tools you can. Just a hammer and a simple, inexpensive $5 chisel and a $2 hammer from any kind of hardware store you can get. After I'm done getting all the bark off of it, I'm going to go around and kind of smooth out the edges and level it off, and then I'm going to build something on it. When you're waiting for one part of a project to clean up and set up so you can go on to the next part of it, it's always a good idea, if you're going to be building more than one for any kind of time, to go ahead and start planning your next one. That's what I've done with this one. This is a piece of walnut, black walnut. They make good pies, good cookies, from my understanding. The walnuts do. I grew up eating on them. But once I level this out, because it has this unusual angle to it, I'm not going to take this angle out of it. I'm not sure exactly what I'll put in it, but it should be kind of interesting. But if you want to save a dollar or two, and you're nearby a lumber yard where they process trees and things, sometimes they'll give away the stuff that they're not going to have any use for it. And they make for good bases. Knock all the bark off of it. You can leave the bark on it if it's the right depth, thickness that you like. In this case, I like the smooth of this, so I took the bark off. I'll clean it up the back. Sand down the edges. I'm going to keep the top part of it rough because I want my plaster cloth and my plaster to stick to this. I might put a few bore holes in it so it'll sink in just right with the glue. And it should make something interesting. So stick with me, and when we're done with the next project, we'll come back to this and stick with me on the current project, and when we're done with it, we'll come back to this and we'll put something simple on there. And hopefully kind of interesting. Might even be another water effect, but this one we might add a waterfall. Till next time, remember, if you're not getting messy, you're not having as much fun. Take care, everyone.